Hailey Baldwin is one of the fashion industry's rising talents, walking in runway shows for the most famous designers in the world and appearing in all the biggest magazines. But in July 2018, she crossed into a whole new level of fame when she got engaged to on-again, off-again friend with benefits Justin Bieber. So how much do you really know about the soon-to-be Mrs. Bieber? Here's a look at the untold truth of Hailey Baldwin. Struggles of the spotlight. If anyone is perfectly positioned to handle the media spotlight that comes with being married to Justin Bieber, it's Baldwin, who grew up surrounded by celebrities like her father Stephen Baldwin and her uncle Alec Baldwin. Though her father attempted to shield her from the media spotlight as a child, she has still faced more than her share of bullying on social media, something she has unfortunately gotten used to. She told the Evening Standard, "There are people much older than me saying horrible things who have no business paying attention to what I do. It's not the best feeling in the world. It comes with the job, so you just have to accept it and move on." Her battles with backlash are likely why Hailey intends to follow her father's lead when she starts her own family. "When I have kids, they will not grow up around all this. It's so easy to become spoiled and pretentious and to have the wrong attitude. You have money and access to things the average person doesn't, and you're constantly surrounded by people trying to kiss your ass." Falling into modeling. Speaking of her father, Baldwin told W Magazine she doesn't plan to stay a model forever, as she eventually wants to keep up the family tradition and become an actor. "Acting is in my family. My cousins, my sister, and I always say it's a legacy that should be kept alive. In the future, it's something I really want." It wouldn't be her first change in direction, though Baldwin's modeling career is really taking off now. Growing up, she spent most of her youth studying ballet, taking lessons for more than 12 years before a foot injury reportedly derailed things. She told Yahoo Style that modeling was just a happy accident. "It's not something I always wanted to do. It was something that just started happening naturally," which I think is better because then you're in no way forced into it at all. No to the nipple. Many consider the annual lingerie-clad Victoria's Secret runway show to be the biggest fashion event of the year, and Baldwin is no exception, telling Yahoo, "I can't say that for sure I'll ever get it in my life, but I think it's definitely a dream of every model." However, she said she would only do the show under one strict condition: no nudity or partial nudity of any kind. She explained to The Times, "I have serious morals that are installed in me because of how I was raised. There are some things that will never leave my structure. It's just who I am. I would never pose naked." Relationship woes. When Baldwin and Bieber got engaged, it came as a serious surprise to some diehard Beliebers. However, these two have reportedly known each other since 2009, when they were introduced by her father in an awkward exchange that was caught on camera. What followed after their initial meeting was a slew of ups and downs, breakups, and makeups. One of their most notable dust-ups occurred in 2016, when Bieber was reportedly hooking up with model Sofia Richie. He reportedly unfollowed Baldwin on social media, gasp, a move that many speculated was actually Richie's doing. That same year, Baldwin reportedly began dating Drake, with the rapper even wearing her signature H necklace. Inside sources claim the relationship was very casual, but Baldwin refused to say one way or another, telling E! News she valued her privacy. "It really is my personal business, and I like to think my relationships are not between me, the person, and the whole entire world. It's hard. I don't think people are really able to understand if they're not in that position." Fated to be. With all the ups and downs in their relationship, their engagement came as a surprise to many Beliebers. But Baldwin told The Times it was all just part of growing up. "I met him when I was really young and he was one of my best friends. Everybody knows that at a certain point in time that turned into something else, but that just happens when you're 18, 19. It was what it was. We went through a long period of time when we weren't friends. We didn't speak for quite some time and there was a lot of weirdness that went on. We've moved past that. And no matter what was going on between them, it seems Bieber always knew on some level she was the one." Way back in 2016, when asked why he didn't want to commit to Baldwin, or any woman, he revealed that he was considering her as a future wife. "I know that in the past I've hurt people and said things that I didn't mean to make them happy in the moment. So now I'm just more so looking at the future, making sure I'm not damaging them. What if Hailey ends up being the girl I'm gonna marry, right? If I rush into anything, if I damage her, then it's always gonna be damaged. It's really hard to fix wounds like that. It's so hard. I just don't want to hurt her." Talk about planning ahead.